Yes. Okay, let's start with the introduction. That coronary artery disease is a disease of coronary artery, and this coronary artery is the one of the important artery which supply blood to the heart muscles, right? So when there is some abnormality, pathological changes takes place in the coronary artery, then the disease that occur is known as coronary artery disease, right? So the result of this coronary artery disease can affect the function of the heart muscle or heart. Okay, so there are some symptoms or sign experienced by the patient, and that is angina pectoris. So what is angina pectoris? Let us know about this. Angina pectoris is also called as ischemic chest pain. Why we call this as a ischemic chest pain? Because there is a sensation of pain in the chest. Okay, and this sensation of pain in the chest is because of ischemia. Ischemia is a medical term where this indicates the lack of blood supply to the heart muscles. Okay, and when there is a lack of blood supply to the heart muscles, so heart muscles, usually that require blood, which supplies oxygen and nutrients, and which is very very important to the cells, because without oxygen and nutrients, no one cells can do any of the biological function. So what it is required is that the blood should be supplied continuously to the any tissues, and here the coronary artery, when this artery is blocked because of the some pathological mechanism, then that leads to ischemia of the heart, ischemia, and which means lack of blood supply into the heart muscles. Okay, here we have one image which showing healthy coronary artery, where we can see the blood inside the artery, right? And this is the artery wall, and this is the healthy artery wall. Okay, and the lumen of this artery is quite white, or what we say, it's normal. If you see the image, if you see the image uh, of atherosclerotic coronary artery, where we can see that there is a plaque formation, the small, which increases in the size, and it becomes larger plaque. And because of this larger plaque, there is a the lumen of the artery become narrow. Okay, and further we can see that this lumen which becomes narrow, so if there is a blood clot which may can travel from one part of the body to the other part of the body through these blood vessels, and when this blood clot when it passes through this narrow arteries, then in such condition it can causes ischemia, which means lack of blood supply to the tissues, right? So this blood clot may can may can trap inside this narrow lumen of this affected coronary artery, and this blood clot further causes inadequate blood supply to the tissue which are at this region of the heart muscles, and they start to die because of the lack of oxygen and lack of nutrients. Okay, so this atherosclerotic coronary artery, when these pathological changes takes place, then after that what happens? The patient have a sensation of pain in the chest, and as we know that this chest pain is as a result of the ischemia in the heart muscles, as a result of atherosclerotic coronary artery. Okay, so we say that this angina pectoris is a type of chest pain caused by reduced blood flow to the heart. Okay, this is a type of angina pectoris is a type of it's a type of chest pain, and how it is caused? It's caused by reduction in the blood flow to the heart muscles. So if we talk about the defect of angina pectoris, that where the defect lies. So here the defect is this occurs due to coronary heart disease. So it's the chest pain is only as a result of when there is a coronary heart disease, which means there is a the coronary artery disease, right? And one or more of the heart's artery is narrowed or blocked, right? So the narrowed or blocked arteries in the heart may can leads to this specific signs, okay, where we can see the heart muscle doesn't get as much blood as it needs, and this is the term what we have used, ischemia, that the heart muscle here doesn't get as much blood as it needs, right? So there is a ischemia in the heart muscles as a result of narrowed or blocked arteries in the heart, right? And this ischemia causes cell death in the heart muscles, and this the sensation of the cell death in the heart muscles are felt by patient as a pain. Okay, so we call it as a angina pectoris. This angina pectoris like signs usually requires a medical diagnosis, right? It's a very important. Sorry, you can hear. Okay, it's require a medical diagnosis that we need to know that why there is a chest pain. Is it because of the ischemic chest pain, or it's because of different pain other than the heart origin? Okay, so we need to confirm the the chest pain. Okay, and there should be a number of a series of tests, medical laboratory tests should be undergone. Maybe the blood test, maybe the some radiological test. Okay, and here uh, we can see that yes, this is the what we studied about the angina pectoris. Now, is there any questions related to this? Let's discuss about this. Have you understood what is angina pectoris? Hello, student.
Yes, sir, समझ आ गया.
Okay. So coming to the next slide. So let's know about what is a myocardial ischemia. Myocardial ischemia is also known as cardiac ischemia. So it's a similar thing that we studied in the previous slide. This cardiac ischemia can lead to angina pectoris. Okay, this angina pectoris is a result of only this particular changes in the heart muscles. Okay, what is the changes? We call it as a myocardial ischemia, which is also called as cardiac ischemia. And how it occurs? It occurs because of sorry. There is some problem. Okay. When blood flow to the heart is reduced, the heart muscle get inadequate oxygen, and the reduced blood flow is usually the result of partial or complete blockage of heart arteries, basically the coronary arteries. So here there is a partial or complete blockage of the heart arteries, right? And this leads to the reduced blood flow. Okay, and this reduced blood flow can causes inadequate blood supply to the heart muscles, and we call the such condition as a cardiac ischemia. Here causes can be we can elaborate the some there are three major causes we can know about this myocardial ischemia. One is the atherosclerosis, where we see that there is a plaque made up mostly of cholesterol built up on your artery walls and restrict blood flow. So actually, in the what happens, this coronary artery disease, or what we say atherosclerosis, that takes place in the coronary artery, where the plaques usually develops, and this is the one of the major cause of myocardial ischemia. Second is the blood clot. Blood clot where if the plaques that develops in the atherosclerosis, so this plaques further uh, uh, can, the plaques that develop in atherosclerosis can rupture sometime. So when the plaque, which is made up of cholesterol, when it is ruptured, maybe because of some infection or inflammation or some mechanical damage or sometimes metabolic oxidation process, when it is ruptured, so it can stimulate some platelets which are moving nearby, and that activated platelets can initiate the clotting mechanism within the intra blood vessels, that is inside that particular atherosclerotic arteries. So the clot might block an artery and lead to a sudden and severe myocardial ischemia, resulting in a heart attack. So this myocardial ischemia may lead to the heart attack-like condition, and rarely a blood clot might travel to the coronary artery from elsewhere in the body. So it's a rare condition that blood clot might travel to the coronary artery from elsewhere in the body. Let's say the clot appeared in the different part of the body, and it rarely goes to the coronary artery. But what we see that if there is a atherosclerosis inside the coronary artery itself, so that coronary artery atherosclerosis process, where the plaque has uh, the plaque has the plaque when once ruptured, so that ruptured plaque can stimulate the blood clot formation, and it can block the artery. Third one is a coronary artery spasm. What is the coronary artery spasm here? Here, this temporary tightening of the muscles in the artery wall. So the muscles of the artery wall usually tighten temporarily, and can briefly decreases or even prevent blood flow to part of the heart muscles. So this is the spasm is something like a that the muscle can tighten, okay, and it can collapse the artery wall, and because of that it can decreases or even sometimes prevent blood flow to the part of the heart muscles. So it can create this spasm can also create some ischemia like condition, okay, and the coronary artery spasm is an uncommon cause of myocardial ischemia. So this is myocardial ischemia. Actually, this coronary artery spasm is not the most common cause actually for that make myocardial ischemia here. Okay, but the most common causes what we see is here is it is slow growth of the artery to develop uh, as a atherosclerosis process. Okay, slowly and slowly. It's not a one-day process. It's a many time takes place where the coronary artery progress into the atherosclerotic artery. Actually, there is an exam going on, so I have. Okay, now complications of the myocardial ischemia. The complications are what happens if there is a myocardial ischemia. So what are the complications? So you need to know about this. The heart attack. If a coronary artery becomes completely blocked, the lack of blood and oxygen can lead to heart attack that destroys part of the heart muscles. So this is the first complications, the major complications which occurs after the severe condition of myocardial ischemia. The damage can be serious or sometimes fatal. Fatal means which is life-threatening, it can lead to death. Second complication is irregular heart rhythm. Okay, so we call it as arrhythmias, where what happens, the abnormal heart rhythm that is what we say heartbeat, can weaken your heartbeat, okay, or weaken your heart, and maybe life threatening like condition. Okay, so this myocardial ischemia can leads to arrhythmias, which can weaken your heart, right? Uh, the third one is a heart failure. Over time, repeated episodes of ischemia may lead to heart failure. So here, this is the uh, this is the repeated episodes of ischemia here. Not one time consequences. It is a more than one time consequence where there is a repetition process of this myocardial ischemia in the body, basically in the heart muscles, and this repetition may leads to the heart failure, where heart will uh, uh, reduces the the ability to pump the blood towards the body. Okay, so heart failure may occur because of the repeated episode of ischemia here. So we have studied 2 3 slides related to the coronary artery disease, where it was the first one we studied angina pectoris. The third one we studied about the myocardial ischemia. Now there are some videos which I uploaded in the Google Classroom. You may can watch the video, and after that uh, you can see the details. Details of the this coronary artery disease. So let's discuss something